Hoosiers, Blue Chips, Coach Carter, Hoop Dreams, Love and Basketball, White Man Can't Jump, Air Bud. Those are just some of the all-time great basketball movies. This week's movie is not one of them. If those movies were the starting lineup, then this one's sitting all the way at the end of the bench down by the water cooler. Hell, I hesitate to even call this thing a movie. It's more like a one-man demo reel. We watched Night of the Dribbler. We watched it so you don't have to. So you know what time it is.
So bad and scary. Splitting up is never okay. Plot who needs it. Don't turn on the lights. Cars don't ever start, but that's alright. Running upstairs instead of out the door. Good acting, what do we need that for? Horrible horror, so bad and scary. Enjoy the show, but not really.
What's up, Moon Goons? Welcome to the Horrible Horror Podcast, the podcast where we watch the worst of the worst in horror movies. Movies so bad they're scary. I'm your host, Lord Marshall Hampton. With me today, unfortunately, Aaron is still out. He's on his hiatus, but I got not one, but two special guests. I got both the Dukes of Spook here with me in studio. First off, you know, back for third week in a row is Mr. Nachos McWerewolf. And let's cue that up. There we go. I have to have that done.
There's a place where you can feed your face with the greatest flavor in the galaxy. Go sailing on the seas of molten cheddar cheese with all the crunchy corn chips you can eat. Planet of nachos. Whoa, whoa, planet of nachos. Planet of nachos. Whoa, whoa, planet of nachos.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. And with me is his co-host from the, I should say, the main man. I'm going to give credit to where credit's due. The man who does all the work, who
Thank
pushes
you.
the buttons.
Yes, he does.
The main man himself,
He's my co-host.
Cincinnati Jeff. Jeff. There he is. Cincinnati Jeff is in the house.
Marshall, I gotta ask you
Yeah.
something. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Is that from WKRP in
Yes, it
Cincinnati?
is.
I was gonna guess that.
Scott is my witness. I thought turkeys could fly.
Oh, yeah, let's get those open. Get that fresh, wonderful sound. Because we are going to need all the alcohol to get through today's episode.
Oh boy!
But before we get to today's episode, I have to do a quick, sellout moment for our sponsors. So, enjoy.
Everybody's got a price.
All right, you know it. You've listened to a while. You know where this is going. We partner up with Manscaped, so here's a little something Manscaped sent. You're going to have to sit through while I read this, because I'm getting paid to say it. So, fellas, have you ever started, the spring is here, so have you started your spring clean yet? The carpets need clean, the drapes need dusting, and your lawn needs mowing. Spring has sprung, and the global leaders in below-the-waist grooming have the best tools for cleaning aisle 5 in your pants. Time to clear out your winter brush and join the other 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the promo code MOONGOON. Manscaped has the full package you need for spring clean this year. The Performance Package 4.0 is the only tool you need to keep them boys looking and smelling like fresh tulips that your partner wants. To start off your spring clean, use Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer to get the most precise shave of your hedges. And did we mention it's waterproof as well? Well, I just did. No need to worry about watering your grass with this tool, equipped with an LED light, so you know it's going to be a major asset to the new shower routine, because I guess if you're showering in the dark, you need that light. That's my own commentary. Clear your holes and smell the spring air with the Weed Whacker. This nose and ear hair trimmer provides skin-safe technology, helps prevent nicks, snags, and tugs of those delicate holes. After clearing that nose, make sure you get rid of all that foul ball smell with the Crop Preserver and the Crop Reviver. The Crop Preserver is an anti-shaving Anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer and the Crop Reviver spray-on toner for your balls. Give you a nice little pick-me-up. Keep your boys from getting sticking to your leg and leave that smelling like fresh flowers. Finish off your grooming routine with the Plow 2.0, the perfect razor for the finest shave on your face. Because if you're using the Lawnmower 4.0 on your balls and your face, you're doing it wrong, boys. You're doing it wrong. Also, this spring, Manscaped has partnered with the Testicular Cancer Awareness. That was in April. I should have said that earlier, but it's now May, but they're probably still partnering with them. Just bring awareness to testicular cancer, men's health, and early cancer detection. Manscaped is committed to raising awareness for the most common form of cancer in men ages 15 to 35. God damn, get that 15, that would be terrible. I didn't know you could get that young. And giving support to fighters, survivors, and families impacted by testicular cancer as part of the We Save Balls initiative campaign. So fresh, under the clean, spring clean. I can't talk. I really can't, guys.
It's going to be all right, bud.
Just remember to go to manscaped.com for 20% off your order and free shipping. Use promo code MOONGOON. That's promo code MOONGOON. Sorry, that was a little rough to get through, but had to do that.
So what it sounds like we need to talk about testicular cancer for your balls.
Yeah.
You got to have a spotter. That's why Cincinnati Jeff palpitates my genitals and vice versa. And
that's when I turn into Cincinnati Jeff.
Yeah, that's right. You turn your hat backwards and start licking your lips.
I'm like another person when I do it.
You're like, give me that Crown Royal bag with the hard-boiled egg and D battery in it.
I'll tell you what, Lawnmower 4.0 does a good job, man.
It does.
I used it the other day. Wife was getting down on me, and first thing she said, she was like, "Oh, this looks nice." And then she got down. I was like, "Thank you."
And then she pulled up the 8x10 glossy of me and started going down on you.
Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0, helping men get blowjobs since 2000 and whenever they were founded.
Yeah.
One other thing I want to mention is that, guys, I can Geek Potion. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, make sure you go to horriblehorrorpodcast.com and you can check out our all-new merch page for all your new Horrible Horror merchandise needs. We have a bunch of new T-shirts up. We have some we have pint glasses.
Beautiful
we have stickers,
pint glasses.
Bumper stickers, pins, T-shirts, hoodies. We even have like some cell phone cases, some tumblers, all sorts of new stuff up there. Some of it featuring your favorite bits and lines from the show. So you can also get yourself a Moongoon shirt. Show off your Moongoon pride. You get that there too. So check it out at horriblehorrorpodcast.com on the merch page. All right. That's all said and done.
You did it.
I did it. Got through it all.
Yatta!
Let's move on to. I don't even really want to do this movie.
You picked it. You picked it. I give you a list of movies. I was like, let's do Bolt Neck. And you're like, no, I already watched Night of the Dribbler twice today.
Do you guys want to get on a nice subtract distraction and not talk about this movie?
We
right
might.
away?
I won't lie. That's one reason why you're here, Nachos.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about how fucking bad my chest hurts from taking this fucking bullet for Aaron.
God damn. Yeah, I might have to go to a bacchiotomy for carrying its ass.
Yeah. Shit. So if you just missed it, you've listened to the intro. You know what we're doing. We're doing Night of the Dribbler. This movie
is a movie.
It is technically a movie. Like I said in the intro, it's basically more of a 90-minute one-man demo reel.
Fucking A, dude.
It gets obnoxious.
It's like a live-action cartoon.
Yeah. This was actually made in 1990, but it was not released until 2009. So that may say something about the quality of this movie, that it took that long to get released.
Dude, and here's the bullshit on that. Here's the rub. Code Red released this on DVD, and they were like, advertising like crazy. They're like, we found this lost, hidden slasher gem, never released for the past 19 years. Fuck you, Code Red. This is some bullshit.
Yeah, fuck Code Red on this one.
Is that a Lustig's site or is that a Deep Blue?
Deep Blue, I believe.
Yeah,
Code Red's, I think they're based in Europe, but they do release like stuff that's region A.
So we can blame the Europeans for this travesty.
Dude, this fucking thing is awful.
It's like, remember World War II? Well, here's Night of the Dribbler.
Yeah. I better have World War II back. He Night of the Dribbler. So this was written by Mo Thaveau. You know what? Fuck his name. I don't even care who wrote this movie.
Mo. It sounds like
Mo.
It sounds like it was written by a Mo.
Yeah.
That fucking Mo.
And directed by Jack Bravman. As a director, he's got 27 credits as director, 55 as a producer. Nearly all were under the name J. Angel Martini, but has also used the name Wizard Glick, Looney Bear, and Seaman Loesch as some of his other pseudonyms that he's gone on.
Those are family films, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah,
Or how to make a family.
yeah. Because here's some of his illustrious directing and producing credits. We have The Honey Drippers, Miami Vice Girls,
Okay.
A Passage Through Pamela,
Okay.
Girl Buster, Swedish Sorority Girls,
Okay.
The Night of the Spanish Fly, which is actually just a Spanish sequel to The Fly, where he's just going out. He's just wearing mariachi hats and going. Da, 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 da.
And it's filmed at night.
Yeah, but it's film night.
And it's really sexy.
It's really sick. The wetter the better.
That was clearly directed by Seaman Loesch.
Yes.
Loesch.
The Sex Family Robinson.
AKA the Aristocrats.
All in the Sex Family.
Archie, are you gonna blow a load on my tits?
Yep. The Filth Shop. That's the unknown 50 Cent song. It's not Kane Shop. It's really sung the Filth Shop.
It was the original.
That was the
draft.
original. And then we
One
have
star.
one of my favorite. The closer to the bone, the sweeter the meat.
That's a cannibal film.
Just some of his illustrious.
Yeah, why don't you release those, Code Red?
Maybe I gotta ask Meatmaster about that one.
If you really want to torture yourself and watch this movie, you can find it on Tubi and
Tubi!
Amazon. It's Amazon and Tubi right now.
And also free on YouTube.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Nobody cares to track this.
Don't. Yeah, just don't. Do not.
So the only two people I'm mentioning, we have our main character Stan Bates, played by Gregory Kalpakis. He's got 21 credits, but the only reason I mentioned it because he was also in, for your diehard horror fans, he was in Night of the Demons 3.
I love Night of the Demons 3.
So he was in that.
No, you don't.
Dude, Night of the Demons are fun as shit. It's the same Angela the whole time.
Stop lying and make friends.
And then
I have friends.
we have Coach Cherry, played by Fred Travalena. He's got 32 credits, appearances on Beverly Hills 90210, Walker Texas
Yes.
Rangers, Super Mario Brothers Super Show, Murphy Brown. He did voices on The Smurfs, Scooby-Doo, Dragon's Lair, and Plastic Man cartoons.
That's right.
This fucker actually has a star on the Hollywood
Thank
Walk
you.
of Fame at 7019 Hollywood Boulevard for his work in live theater.
Well, he played 4 characters in this movie alone.
He did. So that's all we're talking about.
That only counts as one IMDb credit, though.
One pay gets one paycheck for the movie.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, whatever they pay this guy, they sure got their money's worth out of him because, Jesus, he's in like 90% of this movie. He's on screen as some character or another.
Right?
So
but he's not the main character.
He's not the main character, but he's like in 90% of the movie.
He's main of the character anyway. So the only reason this movie came out is because this dude died in like 2009.
He died in 2009, which I think he died after they finally released this movie. He's like, oh fuck,
Yeah,
people are gonna see it now.
He rewatched it and then blew his head off.
Yeah,
He
I think
died,
he died.
air quotes. He
Yeah.
Epstein.
I don't think that's a coincidence.
He played all the girls on Epstein Island and then he accidentally killed himself.
So we have to do it. So let's talk about this movie.
Fight through the pain.
Alcohol
It
first.
came with the frame.
Alcohol.
Get it up. Clink,
that-
clink, clink, clink.
Get that fucking genius juice in it.
All right. So we open with some really crappy animated credits, and then we cut to our athletic warm-up suit / tracksuit wearing killer who also wears a smiling basketball mask over his head.
I like them.
I love the credits because like the intro song is just this really bad house mix, and then they just use basketball terms, like outside, rebound, and then like they've got the cartoon going, so you think you're gonna get like this Frankie Valli fucking Grease is the word kind of intro. It's not.
No.
It's fucking horrible. It's just him shooting free throws.
Yeah.
And the basket is so poorly animated. It's like
jiggling.
It's just fucking jiggling. It's just supposed to be stationary. Like the other guy's okay, but the basket's just.
Yes, the titular dribbler. He looks okay. Ah, fuck.
And then I love when, like, because they're cutting in shots of the basketball going in, then the last shot is a head.
Yeah.
that was all right.
So that's what he cut our killer, the dribbler, standing over a severed head on a basketball court. And then we just jump to paramedics wheeling the severed head out on a gurney right past the Watergate College Plumbers men's basketball team, who are just standing there for a team photo as they watch a severed head on a gurney get wheeled right in front of them, and they have zero reaction to
Well,
this.
hey, it's a team photo, and he was the captain.
That sets the tone for this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, but your team captain's head is on a gurney being wheeled out in front of you, and everybody just stands like, all right, no big deal. Whatever.
And where is the rest of him? There's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
body.
There is no body. It's just a head.
And if you're wondering, don't
For a
worry.
whole gurney, just for the head.
Yeah.
And for the fans at home, don't worry. The gurney makes a cameo later on.
Then we go right to game time, where the Plumbers are taking on their rivals, the Greenfield Gators. And we get our first obnoxious taste of Dick Airhead.
Fuck.
The play-by-play guy played by Fred Travellina, who also plays the Plumbers head coach and the dumbass detective we're going to meet later.
Yeah, his claim to fame is he was the man of 1,000 voices.
Yeah.
Only 400 of them were tolerable.
Yeah, I'm going to say, you can do 1,000 voices, but how many of them were actually good?
So do you know why they're the plumbers?
Watergate.
Because
Yeah, so the White House Plumbers is like an investigation unit inside the White House who, cleans things and things like that, And so that was like the joke on it, right? Oh, they're the Watergate Plumbers.
I was wondering if there was some joke going on with the Watergate. They're the Watergate College and the
It's a
scandal.
bad joke because
Yeah.
it's a bad movie.
My friend
It
has
is.
already done a better job at the trivia than the IMDb section.
This
Right there.
I'm a
big Nixon guy.
Pretty much all the jokes and gags in this movie just fall flat. They're not funny. They try so hard and they're just so bad.
You didn't chuckle at any of them?
I don't think
Man,
so.
I am guilty at fucking chuckling at quite a few of these.
Okay.
It was that late 80s, early 90s Naked Gun, rapid fire machine gun approach.
Oh,
where
Yeah.
these jokes it's like a bad porno. Like, oh, the repairman's here with a condom. What's he got the condom for? Oh, well, your wife said the porch door kept banging.
This movie's like the equivalent of tying a bunch of dildos to a fan and then just putting your face into it.
blah, 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 blah.
That's going in
Yeah.
your mouth at some point.
I like that. I think it's a very fair description of this movie. Anyway, I can't fucking stand Dick Airhead. Like I said, joke or gag he tries just is fucking dumb, not funny, and it all falls flat. And one of the worst, which I wish I should have gotten audio capture, but I just did not care enough for this movie, is his Hulk Hogan impersonation in his first scene. Holy fuck, is it terrible. It honestly sounds more like Captain Lou Albano than Hulk Hogan, but it's terrible. It sounds nothing like Hulk Hogan. He's like, oh, I can do a Hulk Hogan. He just like changed his voice sound like kind of like a wrestler and just used the name Hulk Hogan because he's the biggest wrestler at the time this was made. It's not Hulk Hogan at
Here's
all.
the thing. I don't even think he could properly say the Hulkster without maybe getting sued because he says, and that was the Hogster.
Yeah, Hulk. I thought he said Hulks. Actually,
It sounds like it, but
Who
like
at this table-
I had the fucking the captions on.
Well, the captions could be wrong. I've had
That's
many
true.
movies where they've been wrong before.
All right, who here at this table can do a better Hulk Hogan? And go.
Hey there, brother.
Yep, that was better.
Yeah, that's better.
Marshall, what do you got?
Okay.
I'm not Hulk Hogan, brother.
Legally obligated. I am not Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Brother.
Say your prayers and take your vitamins, brother. Oh, Macho Man Randy. No, I can't really do it either. I don't know. But all three of us are doing better than what he did.
3 shining examples. That's that's right.
I'm
mister.
sorry. I'm guilty when he's like, and there's a fan in every seat, and he pulls out a fucking
that
like
was okay.
Japanese
Fan?
fan. I
Yeah.
chuckled.
That
I
was
chuckled.
okay.
I love the fact, again, this is a stupid movie, and I'm way over analyzing this piece of shit. But so many of his gags are visual, but he's the play-by-play guy, so everybody listening can't see what the fuck he's talking about. So like they don't even play anyway, because there's never like a camera on him, except like that would be broadcasting the game to somebody. It's just him doing gags to basically what would be himself during this.
He's there to make himself laugh.
Yeah.
That's what it's like to hang out with this moron.
This dude is like if you gave an AI just cringe material and it magically came to life. This is that guy. Something might land at some point, but fuck this shit.
Yeah. We also meet the cheerleaders here. We never really get their names except for Debbie, but there are cheerleaders too.
Dude, the cheer they do is so great. It's like, oh, what is the line? It's like, and he's our star. and we'll play basketball so we can prove we're not emotionally scarred.
That was
or some
okay.
shit like that. Like, that was funny.
Okay. I missed that part. I maybe I
It was because right after the hot dog guy comes
Yeah.
and then the prostitute comes.
What's up with this Elvis motherfucker?
Yeah, well, we're getting good point, because we get the teams are introduced now. The first guy out is the new team captain, High Top Kurt something or other, just High Top, whose whole shtick is that he's just doing a shitty Elvis impersonation.
So bad.
He basically thinks he's Elvis.
It's Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Oh.
Another lame joke.
Yikes.
Yeah, he walks like Elvis, talks like he does his hell. It's just a lame Elvis shtick, and I don't like. Really, why are we going?
You know, Elvis, the 90s. That's a
Yeah, because
topical-
Elvis was so popular with the kids in the 90s.
And his jersey number is 1701.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the significance of that?
Yeah, I tried to think of that too. I was like, I couldn't.
I
figure it.
Googled Elvis in 1701, couldn't find a fucking
Like,
thing.
I thought,
man.
like, yeah, it's not his birthday or anything. It's not anything about a song. So, like, I was like, that's weird. Some other guy has a -9 for a number.
Somebody else
too.
has a fraction.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, if any of the Moon Goons no, call in at the hotline.
Oh yeah, the hotline
That's
740-4 suck it.
That's
there
right.
we go.
If you like this movie, call in and suck it.
Yeah. So we meet High Top. There's also Joseph something or other.
Slightly
but
racist,
it
you know.
It doesn't matter.
yeah, none of the names matter. It just doesn't. He looks like he stuck a fork in an electrical outlet though with his hair.
Oh, this Larry Bird looking ass motherfucker.
Larry Bird. Yeah, I sort of, but Larry Bird this guy's worse than Larry Bird.
It is
man.
name like Krusty or something like that.
It's like Joseph Crusher or
Crunchy.
Crunchy.
something like that. Joseph something. Not that it matters.
Fuck, I hate that I know that.
Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Then he's fouled out by Awesome, one of the black guys. Then there's Georgetown, the other black guy. Lucky, the guy with the mullet. And there's also a guy who we never even learn his name, but all he does is he wears a piano keyboard hat 24/7. He wears this hat while playing basketball.
His
which
name is Mozart.
would it do? Yeah, just a old 80s like piano keyboard hat. And then we have
It would have been cooler if
a
it was...
Mexican guy named Pronto. And the only reason he's named Pronto is for one lame ass joke later in the movie. That's it. There's no that they named Pronto for one stupid ass line.
Again, I laughed.
You laughed at that one?
when that joke comes around later, I chuckled.
Do you have like a gas leak in your house or something?
I live under power lines.
Did like, you get a nitrous tank installed just hanging out?
A basketball inappropriately touched me when I was a 4-year-old girl, so I uncomfortably laugh
This is your
anytime.
coping mechanism.
Yeah.
I understand.
Anytime I watch a basketball movie.
Is that why you piss yourself when I scream 3-pointer? 3-pointer!
I definitely wet myself.
Ooh. So before the game starts, there's also a scene between High Top and the college's blonde female dean, Dean Marks, behind the bleachers for some reason. It makes no sense why they're there, but they're there. And this is just another lame attempt at some sexual innuendos with the prostitute who walks around the gym.
She's so great. She's walking around because the popcorn guy's like popcorn, peanuts, and she's like, good times, cheap prices.
Yeah.
So I like this part
Because they flip it later.
where they're talking like it's the Elvis ass motherfucker talking to Dean what's her fuck. Talking about like, what is it? It's like, well, yeah, I'm the captain of the team, and it's like I teach, like how to team up, 2-on-2, 3-on-3.
I teach them 1-on-1 situations, 2-on-1 situations. I even teach them 3-on-1 situations. I tell everybody on this team has one goal in mind, and that's the score, and that's the whole thing. And then behind him is like the prostitute and like other teammates coming up on 1, 2, 3 of them.
It's good timing. I'll give it that. There is some fun in this abomination.
Then come the Gators introduction. The only guy here that really matters that they don't even ever focus on is the main man on the Gators called the Claw, who is a mashup of Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget and Frankenstein because he has a metal hand and he talks like Frankenstein for some reason.
I was gonna say Dr. Detroit.
I'll get you, Gadget, next time.
Next time, Gadget.
And then Mad Cat's like,
Yeah, it's Dr. Claw meets Frankenstein because he's like, I rebound over you. Oh boy, he teaches like broken caveman gibberish.
I mean, this is
English.
some Teen Wolf shit, dude. He's like legit got a bionic arm.
He does. He has a metal bionic hand on his left hand. So right before the game starts, we meet our main man, Steve, the team's equipment manager, who wants to play on the team, but for some reason the coach never lets him play. I think Nachos broke his headphones or something. I don't know what he's doing.
it fell off. I gotta pee real quick though.
Oh, well.
Is it Steve or Stan?
It is Stan.
Stan the man.
Stan the man.
This is our hero.
Yep. So the game starts, and we have to sit through some horrible, obnoxious Dick Airhead jokes, gags, and voices while the plumbers just get their asses beat. I mean, it's just obnoxious. It's horrible.
None of these were funny.
None of them are funny.
That's the fastest pee
That was
ever.
the fastest
I
pee.
kind of blow my nose. Sorry, I think I broke the toy. Walk away. A panel popped off, but we're okay.
Okay.
It's a smuggling panel, so.
All right. So during halftime, Stan is picking up the balls for some reason because it's halftime. Makes no sense. Why is he picking up all the balls? When up comes Becula. I mean, hell yeah! Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches. I slam in the back of my Becula. That is her name, Becula. She's pretty much Stan's love interest, and they talk about how his dad pressures him a lot to make the team and to follow in his footsteps. And then there's this stereo gag.
She is typical 90s goth chick, too, because she just has the one outfit.
Yeah,
I'm okay
one
with-
black dress.
Yeah, who only
long
wears
black
all
hair.
black?
Yeah. I remember being in high school and being goth. I'm like, this outfit goes so perfectly together. It's the only one I'll wear for fucking 5 days straight.
Sorry I missed the hell yeah part.
It's all right.
Hell yeah!
The game finally ends, thank God. We get more annoying Dick Airhead shit. And this last one, for some of, I think is supposed to be a Jack Nicholson impersonation, but I'm
It is,
not
yeah.
quite sure.
It is.
I have
Okay.
a bit about that later.
Okay, because I was like, I can't quite tell, but I think it's supposed to be Jack Nicholson. Again, it just shows you how kind of shitty his.
Oh, his impersonations are fucking awful.
Tragic.
Yeah.
If you have to guess what it is,
Yeah,
it's
they're
not good.
So next is the scene between Dean Marks and the dean of the rival school, Dean Cook. They end up
Dean Cook. Like Dane Cook.
They end up making a bet on the big final game of the season where the dean of the losing school has to get a tattoo, but the winning dean gets to pick the tattoo and its location, and the losing dean has to ride on the winning dean's float in some parade naked.
Naked. They're in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
If you need one, I just gave you one.
Nachos is like in rarefied.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with him today. He is all over the place.
This is like the weirdest like argument between the two deans too, because
Yeah.
it's like we got to do something weird and you know it's got to be on the level. So it's like, man, like a good bet. What are we? Tattoos. Where? Well, that's for the winner to decide. Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. And we're gonna ride on our floats naked. Yeah, because he's like, we'll just loser in school, flies the winner's flag. He's like, that's not cool enough.
And you know what?
We want to get some butt out there.
Lady Dean
Marks.
Marks.
Oh my god, dude.
Kind of looks like the mom from Clarissa Explains It All without that giant mole on her face.
This is the mother of Potato Head Face from Mrs. Claus. and I know for many of you listeners, like, wow, he's so mean. Look, I'm fat and ugly, okay? Like right now I'm dressed, I look like a gay tablecloth. All right, so I
look
know
like-
what I'm talking about.
You look like a gay pride picnic
She has the
table.
biggest head. She looks like Eric Stoltz in Mask, okay? And I'm going to be honest right here, all right? Forehead to eyebrow, right? A hairline to eyebrow, that's a $6 cab ride.
I was going to say she has better cheekbones than Odorous Orongus from War. But I'd still hit it. It's true, though.
So yeah, that's the whole bit there. So we're skipping ahead to Stan reading a book on hypnotization, or being able to self-hypnotize and gain like self-esteem or something like that. And then he gets hit by his dad's car. That's the big gag. He's standing in his driveway, and his dad comes up and just hits him with his car.
That's so funny. He's like, what are you doing down there, Stan?
And then he lays down
laying
next
down. He
to
goes,
him.
looks like fun. he just lays down next to him, dude.
Now, I want to talk about the dean from the other college or whatever.
All right.
Is that Elias from fucking Die Hard? You know the Coke dude? Like, Hans, baby.
Booby, baby.
Booby,
No,
baby.
that's not him.
No, that's not him. He's
It's his
just...
spirit animal.
All right, so if it's not him, is it Caesar Milano? Because he kind of looked like a crossbreed of him.
I think it
And
just,
he's like,
I think it just like looks like guys who do cocaine.
yeah, okay. I'll trade you this teacup poodle for a
I will say he does have a
meatball.
very well maintained beard. Very, very nicely trimmed and
Do you
maintained.
think he had proto manscaped?
I think he did.
He had
40% off.
Lawnmower 1.0.
Nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about. Should we explain that or?
I mean, you guys have never posted it yet, so no one's gonna. They made a drunken commercial at their place for.
Hey, we put a lot of time into that.
You
That's
did.
like the fourth take.
That was fourth take. You didn't
And
say-
5 beers.
We send it to you for you to post. It's not our commercial. Yeah, we're not being. We don't get
Marshall's
paid.
approval.
Yeah, I'll throw it up right now.
It was pretty funny. So they have a conversation laying down in the driveway, and this leads to a game of 1-on-1 between the two of them, between father and son, where his dad literally kicks Stan's ass and rips off his shirt.
He's in a full suit. He rips it off, and he's wearing his high school basketball uniform underneath.
college. It's college basketball.
Yeah, you fucking nerd.
Wait, no, are they the plumbers in high school? Right? This is, or is this?
It's
No, it's college.
Is
They're
it college?
Deans don't have high school.
This is the fucking worst movie in the '90s, dude.
Yeah.
So like, don't come at me.
Best part, Dad's pipe is in his mouth the entire time.
Yeah.
He never takes it out.
Never leaves.
He's always has it in.
Always has the pipe. I respect the pipe game. I will say that.
Yes, you are one of the few people I know that used to.
Yep.
smoke a pipe.
Yep. You smoke a pipe. Have a nice little pipe collection somewhere.
I have
packed
a
it up.
crack pipe, but what, you guys never suck the glass dick from time to time?
I can't say I've done that.
Well,
I mean, not today.
I got a birthday coming up. I'm just saying.
You want to lose some teeth?
I mean, I'm letting life do that for me.
So we cut to the dribbler setting up a kind of razor wire rim on one of the basketball hoop rims. So after the dribbler, he leaves the gym. The moment he's off screen, in comes High Top to practice. He shoots around, he goes for a dunk, and then just both of his hands just get sliced off at the wrist, and you see his hands go flying through the
Who's
air.
dunking with their wrists?
Yeah. It should be like their fingers go
right?
flying.
Yeah, because you're fucking hanging.
Yeah.
I will say it's the most elaborate, quote unquote, kill in the movie.
Unfortunately, yes, High Top never actually dies from this, but I hate to say it's the one and only like thing. Like I actually liked it. Like, okay, that's original, that's unique.
Yeah, I
I'll
was
give
like,
it
that's
that.
kind of cool.
It's kind of cool, but it doesn't kill. But
it's
that's
like
the best. I when you see, I guess I did kind of chuckle when I saw the hands go flying through the air. I'm like,
Bloodlessly.
okay. Bloodless. They had no blood, just the hands.
Yeah, the wounds were already cauterized.
Those Spirit Halloween fucking $5
Yep.
hands just sailing. This movie.
That's what they did. They took all the props in this movie and then started the first Spirit.
That's,
So,
yes,
that's just,
yes, that's actually the birthplace of Spirit Halloween and Manscaped. 20% off Moon Goods.
We jump to the coach visiting High Top in the hospital.
yes, I love this part.
He brought him a punch.
Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah,
I
because
can
first
tell-
he walks up and he's like, "Doctor,"
And the doctor's mopping.
he's a janitor.
He's a janitor. Yeah.
He's like, "So you're telling me?"
Master of the custodial art, dick.
He's like, "So tell me, you need to go over to play basketball again?" And the doctor is like, "No." So
No,
wait,
give it to me straight,
yeah,
doctor.
don't lie to me. Don't sugarcoat it. What
sugarcoat
are you
it.
saying? Can he or can he not
Shoot
play
from the hip.
basketball? Shoot from the hip. And he's like, "No, I don't know what you're saying. I'm just gonna have to come back." And then he's the whole time he's visiting, and he's fucking the man has no hands, and he's carrying a goddamn 750 piece puzzle.
Yeah.
I kind of wish, that you get a payoff to that when he visits Elvis or whatever. He fucking hands him
Yeah.
the puzzle, and it's the return of the gurney.
Yep, the gurney.
Gurney's back for the
Yeah,
second time.
guys, this guy's not even in a hospital room. He's just
No.
in a gurney in a corner somewhere.
No, you know how you know it's a hospital in parentheses because somebody hung up a stethoscope.
Yeah.
Clearly that's a hospital.
And he's like, "Thanks, coach."
What's a hospital? It's a big building with all the windows.
Yeah.
That's not important right now.
No.
So, yeah, he visits High Top, who has his wrists all wrapped up in cloth and all that.
Clearly his hands
but
are underneath the hangout.
it's such a giant. You can clearly see there's hands underneath there. They made no effort to try to hide that.
I could have capped him or something.
Yeah.
Put some fucking Pringles cans on that shit.
There you go.
So now we go to the it looks like the school cafeteria that looks like an elementary school cafeteria rather than a college one, because this place actually looks more like a preschool cafeteria because the walls are so brightly painted in like rainbow colors. It's ridiculous. I've never seen a school cafeteria that looks like this ever.
I mean, how many do you visit? Just the one, right?
Oh, I have restraining orders against many schools. I've been to a
You
lot.
have them against schools, or they have them against you?
They have them
why
against
would
me.
would you have them against? And
They know
fucking
what they-
kids are too loud.
They know what they fucking did. You too?
Yeah, that school can't come within 50 feet of me.
You fucking like you
Got a
throw-
lot of restraining orders against a lot of schools out there.
Just imagine like the sexual predator that they're playing, frisbee by the school, and then like the frisbee goes over the line. It's like I can't get. Oh no.
So, basically, the team and the cheerleaders talk, but fuck it, I'm just moving on because nothing really matters here. At least, unless we also have something to say about this team. 'Cause
yeah.
I do not.
This is where
No.
this is where we get introduced to our next team captain.
Is this one? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, this is this one.
Oh,
okay.
is this the gag with the?
And-
I only fuck coat or captains.
Oh no, because
No, that goes. That Debbie Lucky. Incredible notches. It's an ongoing shtick between throughout the movie that Lucky, the guy with the mullet, is always trying to hook up with Debbie, the head cheerleader, but she's always like, to get me, I only date captains. I only date captains.
I love it because he's like, "Hey Debbie, do you want to do lunch?" Because Debbie does every fucking thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, I only date captains. But then here, we get our second captain.
Yes.
And this is where we get the gag where
This
it's like,
is,
hey,
Joseph Forkin outlet guy.
yeah, it's like, hey, Crunchy, your new team captain. The coach wants to see you pronto. And then like Pronto stands up and he's like, not you, Pronto.
Yeah.
Which is the first time you hear his name.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
the
so
one
good.
and only time he was there for just one gag. That character is never used again.
That's a
Ever.
That's such a stupid joke, dude.
It's so dumb.
I paused. I was laughing my ass off. I don't fucking care.
Man, did you guys see?
You're gonna suffer through this movie either way, right? Might as well laugh.
Yes.
Did you guys see the Batman?
I started. I have not finished it yet.
Okay.
You want to rather talk about that? Than this?
Yeah, a lot. Because that movie was fucking awesome.
Remember, you asked to be on this episode.
You did ask.
I didn't know what the movie was. I was drunk. And I was like, I just want to hang out with the boys. You know what? Next Monday, can we just go to the fucking DMV, Maybe be about as good as a time. Do you guys want to get unprofessional dental work done together? That'd be a good time.
Better than this.
So later that night, Stan's in bed listening to his self-hypnosis tape. He falls asleep, and then right when the tape is about to give Stan the trigger word that when you wake, when you hear the word dick, you're gonna be all full of
What if it was
confidence.
what if it was the word penis?
You mean penis?
Penis.
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 Is your daughter home?
Yeah, my daughter's upstairs.
You heard that?
Anyway,
Guess we learned a new word today.
so right before the tape gets to the trigger word, in comes Dad yelling, "Turn off that stereo!" So that becomes the trigger phrase now for Stan's self-hypnosis.
I didn't catch
Still
that.
smoking the pipe.
Yes.
Yep. Still smoking the pipe.
Cincinnati Jeff had to explain that to me.
The
'cause
next
there's
day,
a-
Stan is with Beckula. Hell yeah! They talk on the bleachers. He tells her about his attempts to self-hypnotize, but doesn't know what the trigger word is to make it work. So, I don't know if it's going to work.
Because his dad threw the stereo out the window.
Yeah. And he can't find the tape anymore or the cassette box or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
So this is the whole "Can I have a word with you" bit they do like often in this movie?
No,
No,
that's
with
the
the coach.
That's with the coach.
Hey, coach, can I have a word? And he's like, sure, chamomile.
That's fucking dumb. Why
Yeah.
why would you have two running jokes like that going at the same time?
Because this
movie's
is a
terrible.
stupid
Oh,
fucking movie.
yes, good point.
Explains
Thank
it
you.
all.
I'd rather talk about the ball cancer.
Yeah. sexy ball cancer and testicular torsion.
Ooh. Stan goes over to the next day. Stan goes over to coach and demands a tryout. But again, the coach is like, nope. No, actually, he says like, okay, I'll give you a trial. He's like, really, coach? Like, yeah. How about April of 1997? Yeah.
Well, before that, because like somebody says something about like, oh, hey, coach, can I do this? And he's like, sure, I would never lie. And then immediately after that, he tells a lie. Stupid fucking movie.
We get another game now. More Dick Airhead bullshit. That's another loss for the Plumbers. Joseph. It doesn't matter. Something other named. Like I said. We are talking about him being named new captain at some point. I think that was him. Now we get a shower scene where they're in the showers. there's a reporter wearing like a Gordon's fisherman type outfit with a little portable typewriter, trying to interview these guys, along with the coach in the shower.
Full on outfit with like press hat.
It's sticking out the rubber, rubber slicker hat or whatever it is, fisherman's hat. And then in comes Dean Marks to the shower too.
They're all just hanging out in the fucking boys' shower, dude.
Yep, that's it.
Fully dressed.
And then it just cuts to Coach and Marks at a diner where they're talking. And then there's
soaking wet because they were in the showers.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole bit with them.
And then there's
I wouldn't if you were the last man.
No, that's the different dean. That's the two deans.
That's the two deans.
This is Coach and Dean.
So the same character. No, let it go. Moving on.
Yeah, because like they get there and it's like, well, she goes, let's go somewhere quiet. So he takes her to a fucking bar where a fist fight breaks out.
Yeah, and then the waitress punches people. It's like.
She's like, can I get a drink? She's like, yeah, I'll have a water. He's like, didn't you have enough? And he's like, I'll have a Brandy Alexander. And then
I know a chick named Brandy Alexander.
Then the waitress comes back and he's like, thanks, Alexander. Because he was ordering a brandy from Alexander. It's a stupid joke.
Oh.
That is a fucking stupid joke.
Wow.
They're dumb fucking
That's
jokes, dude.
so
They're fucking horrible.
dumb.
You gotta laugh or you gotta cry. Sounds like you guys cried.
Ow.
This movie is gonna penetrate you, so you're either gonna think happy thoughts or you're gonna be sad. All right, but it's forcing itself on you. All right, so you either fucking get with it or kill yourself.
No.
I broke nachos.
I mean, it's not Lake Fear 3, but
I mean, without the slow-mo.
Yeah, and we do get some of that later, though, too.
Yeah, we do, dude. It's weird.
okay, I'm gonna drink this Ice House
Just
now.
drink it. Shitty beer for a shitty movie. So after
not
the
bad.
diner bar scene, whatever, we cut to Joseph.
It doesn't matter.
In the gym practicing. He shoots some shots. Up comes the dribbler off screen, and he turns around. And he had the whole, "Hey, you there? What are you doing? Oh, you want to play 1-on-1? All right, check the ball. No, you gotta check the ball. You gotta check the ball." So they start. And then they basically start doing this check the ball thing. Where they're just passing the ball back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And Joseph, it doesn't matter, throws the ball off screen, and when it comes back to him now it's a basketball bomb.
This is the goofiest fucking 1966 Batman movie shit I've ever
What
seen.
in the fucking Looney Tunes is going on?
It's fucking Looney Tunes. It's Looney Tunes and Batman. So the ball comes back, and now it's a basketball with a giant wick, or bomb wick sticking out, and it just diffuses, burning down. So we're passing back and forth. Joseph, it doesn't matter, gets the ball back, and boom! It blows up in his hands.
You get the onomatopoeia on screen.
We do.
Too.
You get the Batman onomatopoeia. Like I said, look, and you get the Looney Tune explosion, completely like Joseph. It doesn't matter, covered in like black burn marks from head to toe and soot, and he's doing like googly eyes. His eyes are all spinning around, and it's God, mother of fuck, this is terrible. It's so fucking bad.
This was really fucking stupid.
It's so stupid.
I know stupid shit. I know Cincinnati Jeff, but goddamn, that was fucking stupid.
What the fuck are you trying to say?
I'm gonna suck the cancer out of your dick.
Yeah.
And
you
now
think
if
you're
it's
funny.
not stupid enough, now we get introduced to fucking detective. It doesn't fucking.
It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna use that a lot because I don't even know what this detective's last name is.
Oh,
It's
dude, this
detective.
is so easy. So it's great because this is a good gag. This is a play on
It's
Lethal
a gang.
Weapon.
Yes.
It's a good one. So it's Detective Mel Glover and his partner, Detective
Danny Gibson.
Oh, all right. I wasn't
Wait,
paying
did
enough
we do
attention.
that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Danny Glover and Mel Gibson.
I get that. I just wasn't paying enough attention to pick up on that. So detective and partner show up to investigate the murders.
And this is the fourth part that the coach has in this movie. That guy that
Is
you're
it
talking
fourth,
about.
third? I think it's his third.
So he's the sports announcer.
Dick Airhead,
Yeah.
the coach.
He's the coach. He's the detective. He's also the voice on the hypnotic tape.
Oh, is he? Okay, I didn't. All right, I didn't know that one.
Well played, sir. You did your homework on that.
So yeah, so the detective, like I said, is just Fred doing more stupid gags. Only this time he's wearing a trench coat and a fake mustache. That's just how they changed it up. Then we get there's a player memorial scene of them at the next game where like they're raising the dead guys.
Dick Airhead like changes his haircut. I thought he was like the fifth character for a second.
Oh,
Yeah.
he does play a fifth character because now he plays an the organ player who is like supposed to be like some kind of like shitty like televangelist or like church guy. Because he plays plays an organ.
At first, I thought he was because he had a sponsor earlier in the movie where it was like Happy's Funeral Parlor.
Happy's Funeral, yeah.
That was okay.
Been in business since 1988.
So now he's another guy. He just
Half price for midgets.
Yeah, that
Sorry.
I did get that one was kind of all right. So he's like a televangelist, church guy now leading this player memorial, playing the organ. And there's this girl there who apparently can't speak, trying to say a poem about. He's like, what
the fuck?
I don't know the point of this character. This girl was at all.
What was going on with this microphone?
The
Why was
sh-
it like
glowing?
illuminated and
Yeah.
smoking?
I don't know. Yeah,
Is that humor?
I don't know.
Is
The,
that-
the microphone looked like it had like the power of grayscale coming out of it or something. It
Oh,
was
the Ark
fucking-
of the Covenant.
Yeah, the
movie.
arc is like glowing, and then this girl was like.
She sounds like Nachos when he writes the script.
I don't understand. There was no humor here. Her name was Carrie Ann, I think, and it just
More like carry on. That's humor. God, this movie's fucking making me dumber.
anyway. So that's a whole scene. It doesn't matter.
It's a scene.
It's a scene.
It's part of a movie.
Next, we got detective and partner go to Stan's house, where apparently they have a butler, in which the butler calls for Stan's dad, and the only reason we hit this line, or the only reason I think he even has a butler, is for this one lame-ass line, because he's learned out that their last name is Bates, so now he goes, yes, let me go get Master Bates for you real quick. I'm like, bravo, bravo.
It was a very cerebral joke, and I laughed. It's from that meme you sent.
I chuckled. Because then later on, the fucking the inferior fucking infected detective is just like, it's the butler. It's the goddamn butler. The butler did it.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole scene. Like, they just talk to Stan's dad and Stan a little bit, and nothing comes of it. We go back to the cafeteria where somebody tells the coach, or where Stan says that the coach has now promoted Georgetown as the new captain. The two deans have dinner. There's a lame. They have a conversation at a diner or something, and there's another lame joke. Like, can I just turn the tables on you? And he literally spins the table around. Fucking retarded. Care.
Well, we can tell Aaron's not here. Oh, hey, Marshall, I don't use that kind of word.
Dude, Marshall.
Yeah, no, it's not okay.
No, dude.
Fuck that guy.
Farting in your chair.
This is what happens when you're not here.
Oh, come on, guys. That was a real razor.
Yeah, that joke was retarded.
Retards.
Now we have Becky like, hell yeah! And Stan, they're in his car sitting while she's going through like a dictionary just spouting off random words trying to find the hypnosis trigger word.
Okay.
Then she asks, she's like, Stan, would you like to kiss me? He says yes, and kisses her on the forehead.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. That's my signature move. And then you just lick all the way down to the mouth, and you just start plunging your tongue in there, because that's how my dad
Is it
taught me
technically
how
a
to
lick
kiss.
if you're using the bottom of your tongue?
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
I mean, my hand's getting wet.
Hey, so's my bikini area.
Your
But
man's
you don't hear me
toilet
complaining.
Zone. Where was it? She asked if he would like to kiss her again. He turns the stereo on, and which for some reason just gets louder and louder the whole time they're talking. He's like, would you like to kiss me? He's like, what? Would you like to kiss me again? What? You want to kiss me again? Huh? He's like, turn off the stereo.
It's the car next to him.
Oh, is it the car next to him? Okay, I missed that part.
No,
And
you
so-
didn't. It's okay.
and then she says that phrase, and he's all like, oh, and now all of a sudden he's Mr. Casanova. He goes in for the big old
Don
passionate
Juan.
kiss.
Mr.
Yeah, Don
Chevy
Juan.
Nova, am I right?
And that's that. And then they wrap up the scene. I mean, that's basically it. So nothing happens. Now we
Ice
cut.
House is good.
Now we cut to Dick Airhead doing some more stupid ass voices while wearing
Shtick.
this one I really don't get because he's got like leaves in his hair, like a little wreath of leaves in his hair, and he's patting his face with his red polka dotted handkerchief, and then he starts singing. I have no idea what this is supposed to be.
This is what happens when you don't beat your children. Or tell your children no.
I'm even looking at Eric. Even shaking like, yeah, I
I
don't
have
got
fucking
this
no
one.
idea.
I got nothing on this
no
one.
idea, dude. Like, for real. Like, I thought it was gonna be like some sort of like weird Wizard of Oz thing going on, but like that. No.
I thought I saw the leaves and I thought it's
a
going to be a
Roman
Julius
shit. Yeah,
Julius
thank
Caesar thing.
Ep.253.
Brute or something.
Well,
Yeah, but
and
nope.
it could be because like the coach is doing the whole like because earlier he mentioned like make sure you use my secret play, the King Lear, which is a fucking tragedy written by Shakespeare. So
Yeah.
maybe that has something to do with it. But this is a fucking reach.
Oh, because
But then
Shakespeareans are obvious.
patting the red polka dotted handkerchief, like, that throws it off. Like, what is going on?
I have no idea.
This Shakespeare fans are obviously the demographic for this fucking
Yes.
tragedy.
And why is it called the King Lear play? Because it's a great play, according to him.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh fuck! I just
That's
got
the
it.
joke. He's like. This movie's got layers, man. It's like a fucking onion.
That's been sitting out in the sun for like 3 months and going rotten.
No, this movie has layers like fucking scabies. That's what it has. Like shingles. Fuck.
It's an onion with scabies. All right. That's
You
this
have
movie.
shingles? That's weird because that's normally a disease that only affects roofs.
Wah,
Get the
wah,
fuck out of here.
wah.
Go.
Dude, fuck both of you. That is a great joke.
Low-key hero.
I guarantee you Aaron's fucking at home laughing when he hears it.
Yeah, it would have been a cordial pity fuck laugh. Did you write for this movie?
Hey, pity fuck is still fucking, okay?
He's got a point.
Score is a score.
The only way I get laid.
People gotta eat. So anyway, the Plumbers win the game by forfeit because the other team never shows up.
I mean, yeah, hey, it's a W.
Somehow this is their first victory in like 20 years, too.
Yeah, something like that. 6 years, 7 years, yeah. After the game, Georgetown is relaxed in the hot tub. In walks the dribbler and tosses a TV into the hot tub, killing Georgetown.
Oh, wait, there's a giant elaborate joke involved.
Oh, yeah,
that
with the
Cincinnati
extension
Jeff
cord.
will
Yeah,
happily
go-
explain.
Oh my god, yeah. So he goes to take the TV to toss it into the fucking pool, but the cord's too short.
Yeah.
So it unplugs and you know, who Georgetown's like, hey man, plug the TV back in without looking.
Yeah.
And so the dribbler's like silently like pulls out an extension cord, plugs it in, and then tosses
Yeah.
it to him.
It was-
Again, pretty funny.
It was the extension cord I was going to hang myself with if I didn't, couldn't make it through the
I
movie.
mean, man, if I could tell you, if Leslie Nielsen showed up and pulled that shit, you'd be laughing, all right?
Yeah, he's an icon.
It is very Naked Gun. Like, a lot of these gags are very
It's
much along
super
that.
National
Yeah.
Lampoon.
Yeah.
Wishes it was.
So, but like I said, so he tossed the TV and killing Georgetown, but of course this movie, it has to be done in the stupidest, dumbass way possible. So again, we get more of the Batman TV show, like sound effects and graphic. Oh, yeah, zap. And then we get like Looney Tunes shit, like Georgetown's hair stands up straight like Kid in Play. So it's like, what? Come on. Just Jesus Christ.
Hey, which one was Kid and which one was Play?
Kid was the
White guy?
I mean, he's not wrong.
Is that right?
Oh, yo, no, that's
I mean,
Brett,
he's out of line, but he's right.
no, that's Brett Butler, and he voiced fucking Bizarro dude on C-Lab.
Dude, I don't know, man. I can tell you that I like the first two house parties for sure.
Hey, no, house parties are fun and fine.
Better than this piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now the next day, coach names Lucky, the guy with the mullet, as a new captain. So this means like, oh, I can get Debbie now because she only dates captains. So now this is strange because now we go to like the basketball prom, which I'm not quite sure what this is because it's only like
Gala.
yeah, it's basically just the basketball team and just the cheerleaders, but it's like this big prom dance.
Promskaball. What you guys did? Your high school?
Yes,
did
and
that
it's so
promskaball?
weird how I confused this for a high school.
Yeah.
What an asshole I am.
So the detective and his partner, they're there too. By the way, they're just there. After suffering through some more annoying Fred Travalina shit, Lucky and head cheerleader Debbie go off together. They leave. But then
He's like, hey, Debbie, will you date me? She's like, I told you. And he rips open his fucking shirt like Superman, and he's got a giant C
C on it.
for cunt.
Yeah.
Brett Butler played Dr. Quinn. on C-Lab.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love C-Lab. So Aqua Teen Hunger Force is kind of back. I was on.
Is it?
Yeah. So like I was on fucking Adult Swim's YouTube channel, and like they had like 40 little 3-minute long episodes of Aqua Teen. And I'm
Anything
like,
to not talk about this.
that's right. Oh, you caught my shoehorn distraction.
So that's when he gets her all horny-fied, and she's
Yeah.
like, let's go sneak off into the showers.
Yeah, and all
Then
the
we get-
original voice cast is there too.
Awesome.
I know.
Then we get more Dick Airhead shtick with him and the reporter again, and it's just this whole bit is just how many different words can they say that start with off, like off sides, off limits, off course, off. It's a whole shtick about that, and it's really stupid.
It's
and
not a good one.
It is so
Would you say
shoehorned
it's-
into this thing. It's
Would
so
you say
forced.
it's off-putting?
Yes, I would.
yeah.
Very much so.
Much
so-
like looking at you.
So Stan gets asked to dance by hell yeah, Becula. This dance scene drags on for way too long. It just keeps going. Finally, we jump to Lucky and Debbie in the shower room, which for some reason these shower controls are in a completely different room than where the showers are.
Oh, it's
You
the
know,
best because
college.
he's like, hey, you've never been in here before, right? And she's like, no. And he goes to turn it on. She's like, those are broke. The ones
Yeah.
outside don't work. Big old whore.
Yep, big ol' whore.
She's sexually
Promiscuous.
So Lucky leaves the room to go turn on the shower while Debbie undresses and starts showering. But because this movie is fucking lame, you get no tits or ass or anything.
You can see some tit tape. About it.
Yes, you can. He's not lying. You can see that. They
Your
don't
boy
because they don't
looked
fucking
real
shift the
hard.
camera. So it's just like the top of her fucking nipple covered in tit tape.
Up comes the dribbler and chloroforms Lucky.
Hey,
which,
does this rag smell like chloroform?
He should have chloroformed. Oh, I'm done.
which also seems to kill him because he's never seen again. Ever. And then the dribbler turns off the cold water and cranks up the hot water and traps Debbie in the shower room with the burning hot water by nailing a board across the door. She nails her into the shower,
So
basically.
Captain Mullet is in the championship game.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I take that back then. Mm-hmm. I was wrong.
Gotta pay attention.
Yeah, I get this movie.
Hey, blink and miss it kind of moment. You know what I'm saying? This is a
I'm sure it was in air. They probably filmed that stuff first.
real nail biter we got going on
This
here.
movie is busy.
So now we
So
cut.
does she die from like what? Like
No.
heat stroke or something?
You would think I'm like, oh, she's gonna burns, but nope, she doesn't die either. So I don't understand the point of this at all. It doesn't do anything.
he
to
just
anybody.
had extra nails and boards. lying
Yeah,
around.
now he's just
extra
being
chloroform.
Now he's just being a dick.
Yeah, it's being a real nuisance and inconvenience.
Yeah.
On campus.
We cut to the guy with piano keyboard hat and random unnamed basketball player.
Stinky.
Oh, thank you. Okay, attaching a giant Acme style magnet
Yes,
to the
this is
back
what
of
in
one of the backboards.
What in the wildy coyote is this fucking nonsense?
This is so stupid, dude. I loved it.
So fucking dumb.
Stinky's like, oh, it's really fucking heavy, man. Just put it on the backboard, dude. It'd be great. It's a trap
Yep.
for
it's a
your
tr-
homie.
Yep. So now we go to the big final game between the Plumbers and Gators. Dick Airhead now has his hair all dyed 3 different colors for some reason. He's got blue on one side, white down the middle, and brown on the other side.
He's a real American. It's red, white, and blue.
Blue, white, and brown.
Why brown?
Because he didn't dye it red.
Fuck this movie.
Yeah.
That's why.
Fuck this movie, that's why.
Maybe there's a flag out there with red, white, and brown. And if you know it, call the hotline.
That's right. What's that?
7404 suck it.
What's that number again?
7404
This
suck
part
it.
is pretty good because like there's a couple of gags here where like one like Pronto is like, oh man, I'm really super worried about having to face Claw again, and Stinky and Piano Hat are like, got it, dude. We took care of it for you. And then I don't know if it's in this match or like one before. He's got another line where the coach is like, why the long face? What's your problem? And he's like, well, I knocked up this girl and like whatever her
Whoa,
name
I don't
was.
remember this. I was probably.
And
either
then
too
he's
busy
like, oh
falling
man,
asleep.
valedictorian from room 218? And he's like, yeah. He's like, don't worry, your coach won't tell anybody. Immediately goes and tells fucking Dick Airhead, who repeats it. But here's the thing. He gets the fucking room number wrong. He's like, such and such bitch from 216. It's like, dude, These things fucking happen less than 10 seconds apart.
Well,
What is
they-
going on
I
here?
totally missed that part. I don't remember that at all.
They probably don't have money for reshoots either, so when it's done, you fucked it up.
Sounds like Jeff paid attention.
I'm so sorry.
So he does say here that the winning team will go to the state finals, which is weird because this goes back to our debate: is it high school or college? I still say college because they have deans, and it does say
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
Watergate College, but college sports don't have state finals. They have like.
Do you think the writers really
don't-
gave a fuck?
Like fucking SLU or University of Mizzou or whatever, or Illini, the local schools here. They don't win and then go on to the state championship. They go on to like the NIT, the NCAA, or their season just ends. There's not a fucking state championship in college.
Ooh, somewhere, I want to say it's the Elvis dude, talks to the dean, the lady with the giant fucking face, and Dean Giant Head.
She looks like a bobblehead. She has a comically
She looks
oversized
like a
mask
pop
of-
figure.
She
Okay.
looks like a Funko Pop figure. Dude, Wu-Tang's coming to town. Do you guys want to go?
But anyway, he calls her principal. It's the only time it
Really?
happens, but he calls it. Pretty sure it's him. Somebody calls her principal, whatever the fucking
I missed that
principal
too,
Funko
but everybody
Pop.
else calls her Dean.
I know.
Dean.
I know.
Dean,
And is
Dean,
I saw the
Dean,
Wu
Dean,
Tang.
Dean.
The Wu Tang's doing a tour. I didn't know they were coming to
With
St. Louis.
Nas.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they're coming to either the Twat Dome or they're coming to Shayfitz. But
I gotta know who's gonna be
yeah, what
them. Like
Rich,
which version of the Woo are we getting? Because sometimes they all tour together.
I mean, we're probably not going to get all 12. I mean, just so long as the ghost of ODB or Big Baby Jesus is there in spirit.
Well, I see. I think
Well,
sometimes they
he's
tour.
a hologram now. They do a hologram OD bastard.
What, they throw like a crack pipe out like a Ghostbusters trap, and then he opens up out of it.
It's
I'm all right with
it's a
that.
government check.
Oh, God.
Dude, he took a fucking limo to go pick it up, dude. That ain't my joke. That's his. Don't get mad at me. I'm not being racist.
No.
That man was like, I'm still on welfare. I'm making millions because they only check it every year.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm fucking making millions. I'm still on welfare. So MTV filmed him taking a limo to go pick up his welfare check. And because of ODB, they immediately fucking rewrote the laws on welfare. I'm not lying. So again, it sounds like Jeff's all being a racist bastard. That's fucking ODB. I love him for it, dude. Take advantage while you can.
That's hilarious.
Grab it with both hands.
My fucking favorite episode of MTV Cribs is when they go to like Red Man's house and he's living in like some shitty duplex and like the fucking doorbell wire. There's no. He's like, you just gotta hook these two wires together and let a motherfucker know you're here, dude. And he's like going through. He's going, yo, we got like some cardboard boxes of Woo shirts. That's my cousin on the couch. Don't wake him up. He's in a bad mood. It's just fucking going through the whole house. And
It's good, dude.
It was like.
That's hilarious.
Oh, it's so good. It was like the apartment I had with the Atomic Scarecrow on fucking Johnson Hill Road. Probably nicer, honestly. And like you just hear gunshots and dogs barking in the background. He's like, yeah, we hood as fuck. I ain't letting this fame shit change me.
That's how the rich stay rich, baby.
That's right.
That's fucking hilarious.
Unlike this movie.
Yeah. So, Dick Airhead goes into an absolutely fucking terrible Michael Jackson impersonation.
Oh my
my
God.
God.
This is
It's
so
the old lady
bad.
voice all over again.
It's so fucking bad. He's like little Michael.
Yeah, it's like little.
Like he's not like 1990 Michael. He's like little Michael. It's very weird where he took this. Uncomfortable even.
All right, I gotta jump in real quick. So that fucking Michael Jackson song where it's like, "Oh baby, one more time, please," whatever the shit. It's like, Michael Jackson, you are fucking 8 years old. I don't know what kind of intense relationships you're in outside of your family.
Yeah.
But damn, dude, you're singing from the heart.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so bad. He can't even speak in like complete sentences when he's doing this impersonation. He's just like saying,
right now, I could probably do a better Michael Jackson than that.
yeah, and then he ends the impersonation with just going, whoo, and like does like a moonwalk off camera, which Cincinnati's saying it's good. I said it was shit, but
Oh, dude, straight dog shit. The consensus. I can't hear you with your dick in your hand. Put it in my mouth.
So I just don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Hey, what'd you do yesterday, man?
Yesterday I spent pretty much all day watching shitty horror movies, trying to line up the next few weeks of movies.
Oh, just kind of a screener?
Yeah, I was trying to do a screen because next episode on Mother's Day weekend, we're having a very special guest on.
Whoa.
We're doing are kind of doing a co-show with the girls from Spooky Tuesday.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
what's up with them? Tell me a little bit.
So they're really cool. They 3 chicks that I listened to a few of the episodes. They're pretty good. I enjoy them. So it's gonna be a Zoom episode because obviously they're like in California and Alabama or Kentucky or somewhere. They're like spread out.
That is a wide range of places.
Very wide range. So
Somebody
they're
hasn't
in
seen a map in a
A
while.
location that isn't here.
Yeah. So it's gonna have to be on Zoom, but because it's their first time, I'm like, what do I do? Like I can't find. Like I'm trying to find the right movie to do with somebody new to the show. Like I didn't want to go like hardcore, like bad, like what we
Classic
normally do.
Marshall, yeah.
Yeah, like what we normally do, because like that's. But I don't want to go like too good. You know, trying to find this right middle ground movie. To
Best thing
so
to
I've been
do,
screening
I
movies
got it
and
right
stuff.
here.
A
Friday
puppet
the 13th, part 5, and you watch your fucking mouth.
I was gonna say,
That's
dude,
easy.
hit him with a Children of the Corn or a Puppet Man. Children of the Corn 3, dude. Urban
Actually,
Harvest.
I'm right now. I was looking at my
Urban Harvest.
It's dog shit, but it's fun.
my leading candidates right now is this movie called The Mill, which I found yesterday. It's also prom season, so I'm looking maybe Prom Night 4 or the Prom Night remake, because those are bad.
Yeah.
Ooh, the remake for sure.
With Cyclops?
Because I looked
Fuck
through
it.
their archive, and they
Yeah.
do mostly
Tell me a little bit about them.
well known movies, a lot of the bigger name movies.
They
so,
mostly do weller-named movies. Mostly.
from what I could saw.
I know a podcast like that.
They did a few movies that we've done too. Like I noticed they did Annie and the Apocalypse and a lot of the Friday 13th stuff that we've done and some other
Okay.
things. So I'm like, okay. They did Jason X, which I
Love
do have
it.
to say, I'm going to bring up with them later, but I do have to a bone to pick with them about their take on Jason X. That perturbed me a little bit. So now I kind of understand where
Were you
where
kerfuffled?
Cincinnati Jeff is coming from now. But I do also say I have
What, the
clarified.
bathroom?
I have clarified my views on Friday 13th Part 5 were not exactly how I truly feel.
Get your knife out.
Man, I just get so
It is.
itchy. I just gotta scratch.
I honestly can say Part 5 is one of the better ones. It's a really good one. Yes.
My
I agree.
toothpick.
Anyway.
Back to this piece
Back
of
to where-
shit.
Yeah,
So-
Halloween 3. Great movie, right?
Oh, that one still sucks a dick.
Motherfucker.
How do we mute it, Mike?
Yeah.
Can we pause this real quick? Just want to make sure
Well,
you
we take a quick break while we beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, just gonna make sure you get to your car real safe.
So, where were we? Oh, Michael Jackson. Okay, so the deans are in the both the deans are in the stands, and they're looking through the tattoo sample books, trying to figure out what tattoo they're going to.
The art of tattoo, and then at the bottom, sample.
So Coach tells Stan that he can play in the game because they're down so many players and they need people to play.
Needs a forward.
Yep, needs a forward. Stan seems hesitant at first until hell yeah, Becula walks up and talks him into it.
I'd bang Becula. She's a good-looking broad.
Yeah, she's hittable.
Now,
She's
here's the
definitely
weird
doable.
thing. Does he tell Stan he's the captain?
I don't think he tells him, but Stan, I think, makes himself captain.
Stan's like, I'm fucking captain.
Because, he says you're in, you're going to play. But then when we go to tip-off, Stan says,
Oh my god,
I'm the
tip-off.
captain now.
It's the best tip-off ever. If you didn't fucking laugh, you're just stupid.
So,
Oh, I got some news real quick.
okay.
On Friday the 13th, Peacock is releasing the new Firestarter.
Oh.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll be busy.
Yeah, doing anything else. Sorry.
So okay, now the game starts, and so we have the tip-off, we have the Claw going up against Stan, and Claw's like, "You're going to get beat now, little man." Blah blah blah. This
Why does he
caveman-
talk like that?
His caveman speak,
Holy
and Stan's like, "I don't think so. I'm captain now."
Yeah.
He's like, "You
What-
just
what-
made yourself captain."
Yeah.
Like he just named himself captain.
I gotta laugh. I gotta admit, I laughed really fucking hard because it's the ref. He
Yes,
goes to
dude.
throw the ball, but he fakes it. And he goes, "Just kidding." I laughed so fucking
That
hard.
was really good, dude. That was really good. I was like, I want to fucking see that in like a professional game. Why does that not happen more often?
No, that's
Like, they
how
don't
you-
even do that in Globetrotters, man. That is good.
Oh shit, dude. That made me fucking weak. I'm sorry, Marshall. Go
No,
ahead,
you're
buddy.
fine. By all means,
I know,
not in
baby.
any
Have you
rush
seen
to
me?
continue
Look
talking
at all
about
this.
movie.
That's
There it is. That's what I was looking for.
you
Sweet
know
Georgia Brown.
when I was a kid, I wanted to be a globetrotter.
Really?
Yeah.
I was wanting to be part of the Generals.
The fuck did you just say?
That's what they fucking play every time.
Yeah. It's,
Oh.
it's like Washington, the Generals.
No, the Washington Generals
Yeah.
I think
versus the Harlem Globetrotters.
I think in the end game, I'm there.
It's the
for it.
best, dude. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody's there for the Globetrotters, but if you go. And you're for the Generals, you get to yell "Come on, ref! He's clearly in his shirt. That's not a pregnant woman, ref."
Oh my God, we have to get those shirts made and be the only two assholes in the crowd. That's just fucking
That's what I'm
bullshit.
saying, dude. It's so fun.
He is crab walking and bouncing the ball off of his dick.
Ref, he obviously he's juggling with his feet. Come on.
He's kicking. That's a kick ball.
Yeah, he kicked it in. Oh my, open your eyes. That's the shit, dude. It's so fun to root for the Generals when you go to Globetrotters games. And nobody ever thinks to do it.
The Globetrotters are using 3 players to stack each other as a ladder as a small person runs up and dunks.
It's obviously 2 people in a trench coat sitting on each other's shoulders.
I don't trust like that. Oh my God.
You gotta go. If you anybody out there listening, if you go to a Globetrotters game, go and root for the Generals. It's so fun.
And buy us a shirt. I also, next time I go to a Comic-Con, I want to dress up as like a scientist with a clipboard. No, it's 2 referees. That's what it is. And you have red flags and the whistle and shit. And you see somebody in kind of a derpy costume. You run up, you blow the
Throw the
whistle.
red flag.
The other dude throws the fucking flag. It's like, improper use of costume. It just fucking, devastate people.
Dude,
this is not canonical.
ESPN did that.
Oh, for real?
Oh my God, dude. When they used to have the network, it would be somebody would be pissed off, be a professional guy, say it's Bo Jackson, and he's trying to print something off of the ESPN offices, and the printer's not working, so he kicks it, fucking ref out of nowhere, red card, foul, dude, they're great, they're hilarious.
Nothing will be better than terrible Terry Tate, office quarterback.
Office
Marshall,
linebacker.
I'm sorry, I'm an asshole. Have you seen this?
I don't think so.
You never seen Triple T?
Oh,
we gotta watch it later.
Can we just pause this and get to this? Because
We're almost done. We're almost done.
All right, dude. Yeah, all right. We'll
So
save-
off track. You're
All right.
ruining this man's show.
Honestly, that's why he's here.
I know.
I'm sorry. Let me phrase. You're ruining my day.
I know the monster I am. I know my powers,
I'd like
sir.
to just carve my eyes out if I knew I had to look at you the whole time.
Easy Event Horizon.
So, the game starts, and it's fucking awful. And it in most basketball movies, the basketball is choreographed, but this is the shittily choreographed basketball game. It's so bad to watch. The Plumbers are losing. Coach tells Stan to get together, do something, but Stan just doesn't know what to do until, hell yeah, Becky Love pops up and tells him he should just turn on the stereo.
So
And
he says, try the Statue of Liberty play. Try the fucking King Lear play. Try the toilet paper play.
Yeah.
She's like, Stan, why don't you try the turn off the stereo play? And
Yeah.
then it's like, bing!
And
Whoa,
son
you have-
becomes fucking lame-ass Michael Jordan here.
I was like, you still have
Larry
Forge's
Bird.
original gun?
This is the 90s after all.
Jordan played in the 90s.
Yeah, but this is a white guy.
Hey, remember when there were white basketball players?
Yeah, it was called the 90s.
Right. And it was just Larry
I
Bird.
just named the only one.
Hey, you had John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek. Thank you very much.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, Greg Ostertag, Vlade Divac.
Yep.
So at one point now, the Claw gets the ball. He goes in for the dunk, but thanks to the magnet, he gets stuck to the rim. And not only just stuck, apparently he also gets electrocuted too or something.
Pretty funny.
And the ref has to come peel his hand off the rim, and the Claw is taken off court and out of the game.
No foul. No foul, by
Yeah,
the way.
no foul. That is some Harlem Globetrotter bullshit right there.
Hey, wait a minute, guys. Magnets, how do they work?
I don't believe they give you electrical shocks though, but
What if we ask Magneto? Magneto.
Magneto.
Welcome to die. Hey, remember that when that was gonna be a thing?
Yeah.
I'm still ready.
I still got stuff loaded up for it.
Okay.
I do.
I got some bits.
Got some bits.
Nachos McWerewolf comedy stylings.
Aaron wasn't so busy working overtime,
OT.
slicing up fruit.
Yeah, we can blame Aaron for that. He's not here.
Blame Aaron for everything.
Blame Aaron.
I'm farting in your chair.
I'm blaming him if I had to watch this movie again.
He's gonna come back so revitalized and happy.
I
He
think
didn't
if
have
I
his
made
soul
Aaron watch
stopped.
this movie, I think he would just quit the show altogether. He'd be like, I'm no more.
Telling you, man, we took a fucking ball for him.
Yeah, I did. So now the already shitty game goes into fucking slow motion. So now we just slow down the
But
already
it's like
shitty
terrible
game.
slow motion.
It's
They're
so
just
bad.
like, everything else is moving at normal speed but the players. That's the best part.
Well, the
Wait,
worst
what?
part. No. There was a bit earlier where Dick Airhead was like talking, and then one of the high top like ran past him in slow motion.
Is that not here?
No, this is a legit actual slow motion.
There's so much basketball and like not enough kills that I'm really getting confused at all the games.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
kills in this
and
movie?
they only seem to play. They
kills
only
in
ever
this
seem to play
movie?
the Gators.
Yeah, so because the other team they won didn't show up,
Yeah.
so it's just the game.
That's because there's only the Gators.
Yeah. So anyway, halftime comes, and halftime is sponsored. Halftime is sponsored by Manscaped. So
Can we take a halftime?
so Manscaped comes out with some banners on the court, and they do a demonstration of how you get the lawnmower 4.0, and you can just shave that, get that bush all under control. And do your, you guys, do your girls a favor. Trim this shit up. And if you want to be really romantic, maybe shave like their initials into your pubes. That they'll love that. Girls would love that. It shows
Shave
the
your
vote.
kids' initials in there. It is Mother's Day coming
Yeah,
up.
it is Mother's Day coming up. It's something you could do.
You could do it.
You could do it.
Don't. Because I know when I'm sucking somebody's dick, I want to think of kids. Marshall, I'd be balling on the court all the
You'd be
time.
balling.
Oh, hardcore balling. Ask my associates.
Yep.
And sometimes I'm dunking and I'm talking that trash, and afterwards I don't feel so fresh. What can I do about that?
Well, you just go to manscaped.com and use promo code MoonGoon for 20% off your order and shipping, and get yourself some of the Crop Reviver or the ball deodorant. Make you feel fresh as rain, man. Just get your boys all nice and cleaned up right there. And when you're in the shower, you can get yourself some of their new moisturizing shower wash, and then use the 2-in-1 conditioner that Manscaped also has.
No, Marshall, I only shower in the dark.
Well, that's good for you, because if you only shower in the dark, the Lawnmower 4.0 has a light on it. You can shave in the shower in the dark. Or just use it for a flashlight, I guess, in the dark.
Oh, I don't think I could use it as a flashlight, Marshall.
No, not a flashlight. That's a different sponsorship. I wish. Flashlight coming soon.
That is not what he said.
No. So yeah, go to manscaped.com and use promo code MoonGoon for 20% off your entire purchase and free shipping.
That's right. The Z is silent.
So halftime ends, and the second half starts up. It's just more same shitty basketball. Stan's leading his team back from behind. The Plumbers are down by 1 now. Down by 1. Stan drives to the lane. His time runs out, but he's fouled. And time runs out. They send him to the line for 2 free throws. He sinks the first free throw, and then some punk rockers in the stands start blasting their stereo. And the PA guy or whatever, somebody yells at them to turn off that stereo.
Was it Dick Airhead?
Might have been Dick Airhead.
That is a fun name.
I got to jump in real quick.
Yeah.
Did you guys catch it? Early on in the film.
Herpes? Yeah. From watching this movie? Yes, I did.
Don't worry, Chief. You can only get it once. In the background, there's this kid sitting next to this black dude, and he takes a towel out, folds it, puts it down, and it just lays down because that's how tired he is of being in the fucking movie.
I missed that one.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That's
Should have
real.
whipped his dick out like that guy in Teen Wolf.
Allegedly.
No, it's not allegedly about it. You can see it.
You can see his wolf dork? Dude in Teen Wolf has nards?
The guy in the... You know about this?
No.
Okay, so there's a guy in the
This
crowd.
is way more interesting. Let's talk about
All right,
this.
so there's a guy in the crowd when they win the big game at the end of Teen Wolf, and all the fucking high school kids are going nuts. There's a dude in the crowd, full on dick out through his zipper, just helicopter and fucking shaking it.
No,
Straight
you can
up.
see his underwear.
No, dude, it's his dick.
All right, we'll watch that on break. We'll watch Terrible Terry Tate, office linebacker, and then fucking Teen Wolf helicopter.
Did they edit it out like newer like DVD versions or something?
No, they actually enhanced
They
it.
enhanced it on Blu-ray.
It's got that Snickers vein in it now.
It's a sponsored Zoom. You know, it's basketball. So it's sponsored by Nike. The Nike Zoom. And it goes right into the guy's cat.
And then it's like, just do it. Whip your dick out in public.
I will cue that up and
Man,
have that
I did
ready
not
for
know
break.
about that.
Well,
I wonder if I saw my old VHS copy of Teen Wolf somewhere.
Yeah, but for some reason it gets real fuzzy during that part and it doesn't play so good.
Tracking.
Oh, track me on basketball.
So weird to Google Teen Wolf guy's dick. But you know what? I got good results.
Why does it go straight to Pornhub? Werewolf basketball porn?
Where were we?
Onto something here.
Oh, so anyway, the hypnosis turns off. Stan goes back to his lame loser self. But, of course, because it's the end of the movie and all that, he's the hero. So he takes a deep breath, shoots his last free throw, bounces around the rim for a bit before going in, giving the Plumbers the win. They all win. Everybody's crazy. Yay, we won. Woo!
Yay! And then we peaked.
Yeah. And then we go back to Detective and his partner still sitting at the table of the basketball prom, which for some reason is still set up, but is getting cleaned up behind them.
Wait, so today, Jeff, you didn't jump in at your favorite part with all the honkies at the table where he goes to...
Oh my god, dude, this gag was hilarious. Sorry, I was looking up Teen Wolf Dick.
Okay. All right, so we're going back. This goes
Teen
all the way back
Dick.
to the basketball prom, the first time we see basketball prom.
Promskaball.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Detective, which one is he? He's Danny.
It's the partner. I say the partner.
Danny Gibson.
Good save.
And he's like, hey, kids, can me and my partner sit here? And they're like, no, fuck off, copper. And he just fucking pulls his gun out, pops 2 caps, boom, boom. They fucking run off. He's like, hey, Mel, I found an empty table. That was good.
So where were I? So yeah, they're still sitting at this prom, apparently. They've been sitting there for like, I guess, a day now. Like it's the next, I don't know how much time has passed, but apparently they're still sitting at this table as the janitor's cleaning up behind him, but it's still basketball prom. And the detective starts to figure out who the killer is because there's a joke about everyone said they heard dribbling before each kill. Like, oh, you mean the basketball players heard dribbling at basketball practice? Yeah. You mean this person heard dribbling at a basketball game? Yeah. It's just really so
Those
fucking
kids
good.
down the street heard dribbling while they're playing basketball outside?
Yeah. I got it. I know who it is. So they leave to go get the science teacher. And we get to...
God.
We get to-
Who they've been kind of suspecting the whole time.
Yeah, and we cut to, hell yeah, Becula sitting alone on the bleachers in the dark gym. Stan joins her. He talks to her that says like, hey, I no longer need the trigger word to be confident. All I need is you. And they kiss. Aww. All that I got is
Lame.
you. And this is at the point the science teacher enters, dribbling a basketball and wearing a shirt that reads something like "Save the Nation, Kill a Basketball Player" or something like that.
What?
Yeah.
But he's still got his lab coat on.
Yeah, so it's, you can't read the whole thing. I don't know. I don't know what the N word is. It says "Save a NA," so and then it says "Kill a Basketball Player." I can't. I'm just saying.
I know what the N word is. You can say it.
Yeah, you can say it. Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy. This is. We're just in the basement. Just the three of us.
Safe
Say
space.
it.
Yeah, it's
say
safe
it.
space.
Say it.
It's when somebody complains all the time. They're naggers, right?
Yeah, they're naggers.
Naggers.
Okay.
Woo! That's why it's not our show. Say it all you want, buddy. We don't live here.
Retard.
So in runs detective and partner. The partner instantly pulls out his gun and just shoots the science teacher in the back.
Oh my god. So he shoots him in the back, but the squib goes off in the front.
Well, the bullet would go through possibly.
And
Well,
it's
that's-
for some reason explode?
Well, on the back when they're walking him out, he has the blood on the back.
does.
Yeah, I get it. But it like the squib explodes. It's like a spark.
This movie,
That's true.
this movie could afford a squib. They're
I'm
like, we
surprised.
only have one. Do it right.
It's the whole budget.
Again, we get the Batman style bang graphic on the screen when he fires the gun. Partner picks up science teacher and takes him away.
No. He asks him, he's like, hold on. Where were you on the night of such and such? And he's like, well, I was doing this. And he's like, oh, well, then you're free to go, sir. And then he lifts him up to help carry him out because he's obviously fucking been shot.
Okay.
And that's how you see the guy walk off with the squib gone off in the back. But yeah, he's like,
Gotcha.
oh, you weren't here? Then you're free to go. He literally shoots him first and asks questions later.
Yeah.
So do you know what an onomatopoeia spelled backwards is? Palindrome.
That is not true at all.
No, it's not true.
A lot of those letters aren't even in both words.
Sorry, this movie has tainted my sense of humor.
Did it taint your sense of spelling? Did you watch it 4 years ago? Because you've been struggling for a while.
You want to come over here and fucking witness this taint?
So, detective then sees an old picture of Stan's dad on the wall. In the picture, Stan's dad is wearing his old plumber's uniform from his playing days, and it's for some reason
Still has a
it says
pipe.
Dribbler on the front of his uniform as well, and he's still got the pipe in his mouth too.
Of course.
Detective now thinks that Stan's dad is it's gotta be your dad, and then tells Stan to lock all the doors and windows, and then detective just leaves. Hold on, I got a burp. There we go.
Damn, Marshall, that was gross.
I'm sorry, listeners. Hell yeah! Becula tells Stan that she just can't believe that his dad would be the dribbler because she's such a sweet guy. And then from out of the darkness comes a voice saying, yeah, neither can I. And Stan says, who's there? Stepping out from behind the bleachers comes Stan's dad holding a basketball in one hand and a chainsaw in the other.
This motherfucker's tall.
Yeah, he is. And hell yeah, Becula asks what the chainsaw's for. And Stan's dad says it's for cutting players from the team.
That's a good line.
I'm not mad at this, actually.
I'm not mad at that one. Not mad at that one. Stan's dad starts up the chainsaw, starts swinging around like Leatherface.
Yes.
But he trips over a basketball and falls to the floor. In runs detective and partner who arrest him. Before he's taken away, Stan asks, why, Dad? And Dad says that, well, I was the best player the school's ever seen, and if you weren't on the team, you have to be great too, or you'd make me look bad. So, blah, blah, blah. And Stan's like, you really hurt me, Dad? And to which Dad says, no, not you, her. And talking to Becula, and now that you're on the team, I didn't want you to have any distractions or anything to distract you from being great. So the partner then takes Stan's dad away. He's escorted off screen. We cut to Dean Marks now about to get a tattoo of something or other on his ass I'm sorry. Dean Marks is about to tattoo something on the other Dean's ass.
There you go.
When the needle hits the skin, for some reason, he coughs up a golf ball.
What the fuck?
What? Why does he have a golf ball in his mouth? What the fuck? Why don't you get your ass out of the bathroom first and then come in here?
Get that sad dick out of your hand.
I'm so sorry, guys. This is just going off the rails.
So
we're shouting at people in the bathroom right now.
As we do.
As I guess we do.
How's that shit coming out? Okay, I wanted to say when the police detective had his partner take him away, he said, "Bake him away, toys."
What?
Yes, bake him away, toys.
It's a Simpsons reference.
Okay.
And then this movie's terrible.
Yeah, the movie is fucking terrible. But yeah, the first time we see Dean Cook, he's like twirling two golf balls around his hand.
Was he?
Hey,
Yes, he
I'm
was.
trying just as hard as Marshall clearly is.
But
Right?
but
He
for
didn't
some
bother to
reason-
write down the names of the detectives.
No.
Don't care.
It doesn't matter.
But I'm getting yelled at for giving commentary from the pisser.
The pisser.
Don't mean to bring down
So,
the quality of the show,
I don't
boys.
understand why it's in his mouth and why he coughs up a golf ball. Is this like, what stupid thing can we do here? Well, why don't we have him have a cough up a golf ball for no reason? Okay, let's do it.
This is what happens when you hang out with an improv team for too long.
Probably. It was probably Fred Tavellina's fucking idea too.
I was like, no, it'll kill. Trust me, guys.
Probably
it'll kill.
Seaman Loesch.
Loesch is one of my favorite
Seaman
words.
Loesch, or maybe it was Looney Bear, or Wizard Glick.
Wizard Glick.
Man, if we need to think of a new
Fucking Looney Bear.
Bear Glick, Wizard Glick. Oh man, these are good.
So anyway, he coughs up a golf ball. I'm like, what the fuck? And we go right back to Stan. Hell yeah, Becula. And she tells him that, I'm so sorry about your dad. And then Stan just says, good thing I was adopted. Then looks into the camera and winks. And then we get like the Looney Tune like pinhole closing.
Bop 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 bop.
Like, where it turns to black. It just like yeah, it just pinned that little pinhole transition on the basketball that he's spinning on his finger and it freeze frames.
Oh my god, no, he is not spinning it. He
No, he's
tries
not.
to fucking spin
He
it.
tries it.
It clearly falls off. They're like,
That's why
cut!
That's why they cut it.
That's why they
then.
cut it. Yeah.
Cut that shit.
That's it. Blackout. Then we roll
Larry
the fucking
Turd just
credits.
dropped the ball.
Also, why the fuck was this movie called Night of the Dribbler? This takes place over a series of nights.
A whole series of nights, And yeah, most of it's during the day or evening because of basketball games. Not really that much at night.
What do you think the original?
If it happened at night, those seemed like indoor scenes, right? Like the dance and stuff like that.
Basketball games are normally in the evening.
And there was the makeout
evening.
session at night.
So I don't know. It could have been evening, but
Ow.
Why was it a movie? is what you
that's
should
the
be
best
asking.
question. Why it a movie?
Why it made?
Why it made?
Why should talk?
Why she talk? All right. Let's move on to. This is gonna be real shitty this week, but let's move on to favorite kills.
Don't act like you didn't love it. Favorite kill.
I don't know how to do it for this movie.
Yeah, I'll just
Nothing.
the hour and a half of my life. That's what it killed.
My soul.
Yeah. The last few chunks of soul I had left in my corporeal form.
Eric, Cincinnati Jeff. I'm sorry. Cincinnati Jeff. What do you got?
A severed head.
Actually,
boys, I think that's it.
and
right?
it's not a kill, but like we talked about earlier, I thought that the king, right, Elvis' death, air
High Top.
quotes,
Yeah.
High Top's hand severing thing was probably the best one.
Yeah. I'll love it. Nachos.
Hands down, I think that might be. Get it? Hands down.
Does anyone really die? I mean, other than the severed head we see at the beginning, are there any real deaths?
No.
Because the Debbie doesn't, the chloroform guy doesn't, Elvis doesn't.
Yeah. Joseph.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
he gets
yeah.
the bomb. He technically dies, and Georgetown gets killed in the top.
I don't know, dude. This movie sucks.
Yeah.
Is there a good kill? Is there a bad kill? Or are they all one and the same?
Well, the rule has been we've always had to at least pick. We had to pick something.
I think,
But I'm almost tempted to break our rule and say,
No, you
"Fuck
gotta
this,"
pick
but
something.
It's the rule. We gotta pick something.
de facto, I think we have to go with the severed head in the beginning because it is the only kill technically in this movie.
I just
right?
said the guy gets blown with a bomb. He's dead.
No, he's Looney Tuned.
He's Looney Tune.
And then Georgetown definitely
Georgetown
died.
gets killed.
So maybe there's two full-on.
And you asked about the cheerleader. I didn't mention, but during the final game, they show the cheerleader, and she's just wrapped up like a mummy in a
Debbie?
wheelchair. Yeah. So she didn't die.
Missed that.
I don't know, dude. Probably the bomb shit.
Bomb shit.
How about you, Marshall?
Well,
Yeah, Marshall.
I wanted to go with High Top in the hand. It's the best part of the movie. But again, he doesn't actually die. So
Maybe he kills himself later in life
That,
because
maybe.
the struggle of not having hands.
Maybe.
Struggling to put that puzzle together.
thanks, Coach.
No, he uses his nose.
So the gag with the TV and the extension cord, I can kind of like, okay. The hand is my favorite part. It's my favorite part, but it's not a kill. So I guess I will go with Georgetown in the hot tub because of the extension cord.
Answers.
Well,
I
technically,
think.
I should make Cincinnati there pick one because hands is not an
Then I would
kill.
go with Georgetown.
All right, you're going Georgetown too. All right,
I'm on the
there you go.
outs.
All right, thank God that's over. Let's move on to odds and ends.
Just when you thought it was over, here comes the odds and ends.
All right. IMDb, 2.7 out of 10.
It deserves it.
Rotten Tomatoes, to my surprise, is actually on the site. But for some reason, it's on the site, but it has no thermometer or audience score. Nobody's reviewed this thing yet, but it is on the site. That's
You could be a pioneer
I
there.
could. That's a.
This is your opportunity to give it 5.
I don't wanna.
Amazon. Amazon is not following its normal Amazon tradition here. We got a 2.7 out of 5.
I want to hear these reviews.
I'm surprised it wasn't at least a 3 because of Amazon. Plot keywords. You want to get a load of this shit? There were 203 plot keywords for this piece of shit.
So many.
So many. A lot of it, none of them were really great, but here's what I wrote down. We have sitting on a toilet.
Yeah.
That does happen.
This one makes me think that people should be, whoever wrote this should be on a watch list because it's called, next plot keyword is called little boy.
But
That's scary.
it's that little boy up in the bleacher.
Face palm is one. This one's just for Aaron. So Aaron, if you ever watch the movie, let you know we have a camera shot of feet, and we have taken off of shoes. Our plot keywords.
She does take those stockings down. You see her bare feet.
And this one again, nachos. We've seen this I think the last 3 weeks, and again, gotta disagree. Grindhouse film. This is not Grindhouse.
How the fuck is this Grindhouse?
It's not. That's the answer. It is not.
I'm just gonna slam this beer.
I feel like that's Seaman Loesch just picking those.
Trivia. Nothing.
I got
Nacho
some.
says he's got something.
All right. So
Oh, that's lovely. Oh my God, guys.
you're like I'm not farting in the mic this time. All right. So this Fred Tecaladios or whatever the fuck this
Travelana or Travelina?
Yeah. The talent. He used this to audition to Saturday Night Live and auditioned to Saturday Night Live 17 times, and they shut his ass down. And so this dude was a big deal with the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade because he showed up and like, no, that fart didn't pick up on air. Anyway, so in like 1990 when the Batman movie came out, he came out dressed as Jack Nicholson and started doing like impersonations on the float and shit. It's on YouTube if anybody wants to look it up. It's quite tragic. If you like the
His Nicholson was worse than his little Michael.
if you liked the part in Bambi when her mom got shot and the end of Old Yeller, well, go ahead and chalk it up. Watch it right after that. That's trivia. That's what I got.
Wow.
Yep.
No, that's interesting. That's actually kind of interesting. I did not know that about him.
Morty.
But I can't believe. I mean, I can believe that he auditioned 70 times and got shut down 17 times. Does not surprise me.
But his Jack Nicholson bit on this parade actually not bad.
I didn't write in on his credit on his. I had the credits down, but he actually did have like his own TV show for a very short time.
Oh, the Variety Hour show with Bunny, who was kind of a Jessica Rabbit-ish figure.
It was some kind of. It was like the 1,000 Voices or 1,000 Faces of Fred Travelino was the name of the show. It was very short.
Three Voices of Fred Travelino.
All right, let's move on.
And two of them are racist.
Oh, hello.
Let's move on to Mortal Kombat.
At the end of this day, one shall stand, one shall fall.
Fight to survive!
Good versus bad. Right versus wrong. Light versus dark. In the end, when the dust settles, who will be left standing after Mortal Kombat?
Well, we are going to have a very short battle this week. So on Amazon, there's only 11 reviews on Amazon for this movie. 24% of those 11 are 5-star, with 42% being 1-star. So that's a rarity. We haven't had that much lately where we've actually had the 1-stars outnumber the 5-stars on shitty movies. So I'm not surprised that this would be the one to do it, but I am surprised that we don't see that more often. 5-star reviews. There was only one written review that was 5 stars. The other 5 stars just gave 5 stars, I guess, and moved on.
And let me stop you right there. I'll go ahead and read my own review.
Basketball good. Dribbler make me laugh.
From Bill Dragon. Right from the opening credits animation and the seamless ripoff of Yellow's hit Oh Yeah, you know you're in for something special. Yes, here we have another lost anomaly from the end of the 80s, beginning of the 90s, big-haired era. Just get drunk or high, watch it with friends, also drunk or high, at 2 a.m., and you'll see the insanely brilliant humor in it all, worth every penny of your purchase, 5 stars.
Well, I'm glad I watched it for free.
Yeah, that was the only one. So, we move on to the 1-star reviews.
Yes.
From R. Rick. Watching this one, after the credits roll, you get a sledgehammer of Fred Travelino awfulness several ways, good grief. So apparently there's a more Fred Travelino footage at the end of the credits, which I did not sit around to watch.
Oh, no. I skipped it. Dang.
I made it to 6 minutes and 51 seconds. That's almost 7 minutes. It was brutal. No substance, legal or non, will make this go down better. Trust me, there's no trailer for this movie, and you'll see why instantly. Only try this for free, but be warned, LOL, 1 star.
Why is he laughing out loud?
I don't know. Greg Schaefer writes, as soon as I saw the guy wheeling the stretcher with the obvious fake head on it and the basketball player standing there with little emotion, I knew it was going to be a huge crap fest. I shut it off.
He ain't
1
wrong.
star. That's his entire review.
I gotta be honest though, on that when you say, "Oh, I saw the gurney with the obvious fake head," aren't they all obvious? Right? Like I'm not going in and like check out this fucking snuff film. Right?
Yeah.
They're all fake heads.
If somebody doesn't get decapitated during a basketball game, is it even worth watching? Fuck.
From Edward Hall. I love horror movies. I love good B movies. This is neither. The fact that it was made in 1990 and wasn't released until 2009 should say something. I was hoping it would have been so bad it was entertaining, but it was just bad. 1 star.
You are correct, sir.
This isn't even a B movie. This is like a W movie.
Jay Chimino. I would rate 0 stars, but Amazon doesn't give you that option. Don't buy it! Slow, very slow, and just plain stupid. I see why it was never released. If you're looking for a slasher flick, it's not one. It's the worst attempt of a comedy that I've ever viewed. The jokes are plain stupid. Words can't describe how bad it is. I felt like ever watching this film. Oh, I'm sorry. It felt like ever watching this film. Code Red, I hope you only pressed a few hundred of these because it should go right back into the vault. You are going to lose money putting out garbage like this. Put out Nightmares in a Damaged Brain and Death Weekend. People want these titles, not goofy films like this. 1 star.
They did too.
Did they? I've never heard of those other movies either.
Death Weekend's pretty dope.
Nightmare on Damaged Brain is really good too.
All right, I'll have to check them out. Are like good for this type of show or like good?
You could do Nightmare Beach.
I would say you could do Nightmare on Damaged Brain.
All right. From Zach Zeman. I watched this movie 4 years ago, and I've rewatched parts since. It's without a doubt one of the unfunniest, most miserable endurance tests ever put to the medium of film. The jokes all fall flat. The kills are boring and drab. Everything plays out like an after-school special shot on a budget of $8. If you are still intrigued and want to watch this, please do it for free. Never spend your money on it. 1 star. And that was like every review on Amazon that was written down right there. So
I'm noticing a theme.
So that's it. That's what other people have to say. Pretty one-sided battle, I think, this week. So, but let's wrap it up with our official thoughts. Eric, Nachos, no.
Travis.
God damn it.
Marshall, Aaron,
Chris,
Sarah, Marty,
Coffee Doug. Caffeinated Douglas.
Fluffy Butt.
Fluffy Butt. Cincinnati Jeff,
Yes, sir.
give me your final thoughts on this movie.
All right. Here's the thing, right? This movie is like any piece of candy or any soda you've ever had, right? Where you're like, huh, okay, cool. Not bad, right? You like your soda, right? You like your candy? I enjoyed my time here. However, forgettable. Can you remember every fucking Twix you ever ate? Huh? Any fucking grape soda you ever drank? No. The problem here is while I'm enjoying myself, I'm supposed to be watching this from a horror standpoint. This is not a fucking horror movie.
It is not.
I laugh my ass off at the stupid jokes because I love stupid jokes, but I didn't come here to watch a fucking comedy. I expected a horror movie. Now, I suggested this.
Yes, you did.
I was kidding because I also gave you better options. You picked this, and you were like, I already watched it twice.
If we had to find a villain in the room.
No, I didn't. No, it's fucking that guy.
Okay.
He's the lead here. So I was half kidding when I picked this because I always joke. I'm like, oh, you can get on Tubi, watch Night of the Dribbler. Watch Night of the Dribbler. Don't watch Night of the Dribbler. It's not a fucking good horror movie at all. It should not be.
It should not even have the
It should not be cataloged as a fucking horror movie.
Yeah, it should not.
But I will say, we talked about before we got here, the killer's costume,
It's fun.
really cool looking.
It's fun.
I like the Dribbler mask.
Yeah.
And I'm bummed that the dad showed up at the end, sans mask.
Yeah.
That's
He
no
should- He
good.
could have shown up with the mask and then taken it off.
And then popped in the pipe.
Or no, they could have done a cut with him take the mask off and he still had the pipe,
And the pipe
was still in his
Right?
mouth.
You know
Fine.
what? Trick or Treat Studios is picking up so many properties. At some point, you very well could have a Night of the Dribbler mask.
Because I was like, man, I kind of really like this mask. I would love to dress up at this one time. And see if
This would be
anybody
the
gets it.
easiest Halloween thing to dress up. Just get yourself a
No doubt.
warm-up suit and that mask. I will say the mask was pretty good.
It's cool looking.
For this low budget, I kind of dug the mask. They didn't do enough with it.
But this is a terrible horror movie.
Yeah.
It's not even a great comedy, but it's a better comedy than it's a horror movie. But I didn't come here to watch comedy. So I'm going to say so bad it's scary.
All right. I wasn't quite sure where you were going to go with it, but all right. Nachos.
Okay, as a horror movie, As a comedy, let's see. like fentanyl, this movie works in very small doses. But no, fuck this movie. The jokes barely land. The gore is non-existent. Nary is there a tit, a blood, a murder weapon. This movie fucking sucks dick to hell. It is so scary. It is real scary.
Here's, I brought this up earlier, but I want to talk about it. I apologize, Nachos. So this is 1990, right? So I'm going to talk about some of the worst 1990 horror movies. You got Troll 2.
Yep.
Right?
It's so good it's bad, though. Or fun.
Right? You got Dark Side of the Moon. You've got Ghost Dad.
Bill Cosby.
Rape Dad.
Right? Leatherface 3 came out.
Dude, that movie's dope. I don't give a fuck.
Frankenhooker. I'm just
Yes!
like, the ones that are like kind of funny, sort of scary, sort of things. Repossessed came out,
Dude,
right?
Repossessed is a
These
much
are either
better.
bad horror movies or horror comedy movies.
And Repossessed fucking rules.
And like this one just falls so fucking flat. It's like, you really missed the mark here.
It's offsides.
It is offsides.
Go on.
Basketball humor.
Actually, there is no offsides in basketball, but yeah.
That's
Sports.
I'm trying as hard as this
I know
movie
you are.
did.
I know.
Sports lingo.
It was a real hat trick, am I right, guys? It was a real touchdown run, right?
Sports ball.
He did get a home ball in this game.
Yes, he did. He got a triple hat down.
Yep, in the 7th quarter.
Yeah.
With the points in the 7th period. He got the quarters and the sports point. Well, but you, Marshall, what do you think?
I think my opinion's been pretty well made. I'm going to sweep this out with sweep out the series. There's another sports metaphor with So Bad It's Scary as well. This thing fails on all levels. When this was listed as a horror movie, I'm like, okay, I can kind of see it, but yeah, it has no business having that word horror attached to it at all.
It's not even horror adjacent.
It's really not. It's
Is the only
bad.
spot of blood where the doctor scientist guy gets shot?
I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's the only bit of blood in this movie.
Yep. Also, man, you
Yes.
guys should have done
Yes,
this.
it is.
You should have done that during March Madness.
Yeah. Well,
By proxy, this should win next year's.
that was my point. Like, this may be the current frontline winner for next year's tournament.
Who funded this? Who thought this was a good idea? Who put this on paper?
Miramax.
Looney Bear.
Oh, fucking cum Loesch.
Seaman Loesch.
Fucking Wizard Loesch or fucking
Wizard Glick. God damn it.
cum
Get
Loesch.
his 90 fucking
Yeah.
synonyms right.
Glick.
Have some respect for the man who
Glick-
brought us Sex Family Robinson.
All in the sex family.
What the fuck? No, so if this dude
Closer to
obviously...
the bone, the sweeter the meat, bitches.
If this dude had a career in porn, why was there
I want
no
that on a
boobs
shirt.
in this?
You put closer to the bone, sweeter the meat, I'm fucking buying it. Put that on the website, I'll buy it tomorrow. It's happening. For my wife, for Mother's Day.
Oh my God. Excuse me.
No, but for real, if this director had, experience in porn, then why wasn't there boobs in this
You would
porn
think
movie?
so, yeah.
Yeah.
At least get some-
None. Titty tape.
Yeah,
See some
see-
titty tape.
Yeah.
So
That's-
now,
The tit tape means nip nope, and I need to see breasts in my fucking horror movies.
Marshall, you don't have to list all 10, but would you put this in your top 10 worst that you've seen?
Probably, absolutely, probably, sure. That was very uncommittal. Probably, absolutely, sure, maybe. Yeah, I think so. I think it would be in my top 10.
Top 5?
Maybe.
I think
mean,
Aaron owns everybody a pizza at this table.
That's right, pizza party.
And he can't show up. He's got to sit outside, watch us eat it while we're laughing, having a good time until we're done. Then he can come in.
No, I'll
Because we watch this fucking movie for him.
Yeah, I think I saved Aaron a mental breakdown.
Oh my God, dude, he would have hated this.
Yeah, he would have been so mad. It would have been he would have just been him yelling at me the whole episode and just being mad.
$20, he has a slow day at work in a couple weeks, and he just puts it on in the background.
I mean, I'm used to this kind of abuse. This is fine. I had an Irish mom. Jesus Christ. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Yeah, I do. That's a good point. I do think this, without actually going through the list of all the movies we've done, I do think this probably is at least in the top 5 of worst all time. It's getting up there with Lake Fear 3.
It's in the realm.
It's definitely up there. It's giving it a run for the money.
There's your horror movie right there. a horror movie or a co-host of a podcast goes insane because his co-host tortures him.
Too many bad horror movies.
It's like Evil Ed.
All right, guys, that's it. We're gonna wrap this up. That's it for this week. Like I said, next week is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day early to everybody. Thank you, Nachos McWarrow, Cincinnati Jeff, for sitting in.
No
Check
problem,
out
bud.
the Here Comes the Spooky podcast for those guys. They do an excellent job over there. All right, you know what the deal is. You know what the deal is, yo-yos. Watch more horror movies, and remember to always
Stay spooky!
and keep it tight.